Well, we're back here at the Hall of History or the Cave of Science, and today's topic, we're going to talk a little bit about internet searching, and well, we'll see how it goes because I think we could use a little help with that. Even myself does. A couple words we probably should define is the word precise. We've looked at it several times in science client in class, but and you can read the definition here again from the free dictionary that I found on the web. But you talk about precise, you've got to be correct in really what you're trying to put into the search mode. Most of this, most of us use Google. There's not. I know some of you guys use Bing. A couple of you guys use a couple other things, but I think for the most of us we use Google. And also we're looking at to be accurate and precise. And I don't know why we get this on here, but we'll get rid of that again. So there's the term precise. We don't use it too much in class, but what you're really doing when you search the internet is making a query. And a query is what you're searching for. And there's some fancy terms here, hypertext and all this other stuff. But that's a good word to add to your vocabulary. Another root word of that is a queue or get into a line. So technically, when you're searching the internet, you're making a web search query. Well, I'm going to go through a few slides here, and I did not come up with these myself. These are from Alan Norton and 10 Things, and we'll go through these, and you can read these again on your own, and we'll work on these as we're doing our internet searches or queries, as they should probably properly be called in class. And the first one is make sure you use unique and specific terms. Quite often, we just have too many when we put our terms into the search bar. They're too broad. You really need to narrow those things down to what you're looking for. Make them unique. That they identify what you are looking for. Another good little trick is to use the minus symbol. The example here they talk about, you want to look for caterpillars. But if you get Caterpillar, you're going to get the Caterpillar Company. And to get rid of that, put the minus sign before the ink, and you'll include references to the company of Caterpillar. And also sometimes you're going to find Caterpillar, ink, cat, and so forth. So put a minus sign when these things come up to get rid of these other words on this. And we'll work on this too as we move along in class. Quotation marks. If you're looking for an exact phrase, this one is "be nice to nerds." If you have that phrase, put it quotation marks, and only those returns will come up on your search. And again, this might be useful, especially in history, looking for a quote as pertaining to a famous person. Common terms, a and the, and typically those things are going to be ignored, and punctuation is typically ignored too when you are searching. A couple exceptions to this, and again, if you're looking maybe for a title of a poem or a book. Here for instance, we're talking about the Raven and the Raven, and they're going to return different results. So, save yourself some time unless you're looking for really something real specific. Just get rid of some of those common terms. Capitalization, it really doesn't matter. We've talked about this in class before. The term technology is used here, and really the search result's going to turn out for the same. So, save yourself some time again and get rid of the capitalization and just keep it lowercase. Suffixes, quite often it's easier to enter the base word. I see the examples here are bird and not birds, walk and walked. But if you're looking for, like it mentions here, the act of walking, then you should enter the term walking. Running would be another one. Again, it gets down to that whole idea when you're making your search. If be precise in what you're looking for. And hopefully that's going to save us some time. As you know, on Google, as you start typing in, it'll autocomplete for you. And, it's not a bad way to work, and it's helpful, and it does save you some time in typing and so forth on there. I use it all the time, and I notice walking around the room, you guys use it quite a bit also. We'll talk about this. I'm not going to talk about this a ton. Boolean, really some real basic, or excuse me, I should say, advanced search tips using symbols. I will hand out, well, actually, I'll probably put on Moodle the PDF that accompanies this. I'm not going to talk really much on it, at this point. It's probably a little bit beyond many of us, myself probably included. But I think if we start looking at this and start incorporating some of this stuff into our search, we'll be more efficient searchers. And as I mentioned, I will give you this PDF during in class, and use this as you see fit. I think you'll get some surprising results with this, and hopefully it works for you. Well, that's just a little short thing, PowerPoint lecture, if you will, on on doing searching. So hopefully you enjoy this, and we'll catch you in the classroom.